Okay, welcome back to episode 2 of Factorio, and changed a little bit since last time we were here. We're going to do a little bit of changing this around today and try and have a little tidy up on this. At the end of the episode I want to have the green science up to date and just have a little bit of a general tidy up. So a little apology for our first video, first time ever. You were not able to see this little box at the bottom of this screen here with all our little icons on it. So when I was referring to our hotbar, this is what I was talking about. And also you can see on the left hand side is our weapons. You can tab through those and select them. We will get rid of that pistol eventually, and we'll update that with some other weapons. But yeah, from the little hotbar you can literally just click on things here, place them down where you want, put them back, and then remove them if you want to. That directly corresponds to our inventory here, so you can just drag things from your inventory and put them on your hotbar, and then middle button on the hotbar gets rid of it again. So hopefully that wasn't too confusing, so apologies, I can see it now. As I say, this is a learning experience for me as much as anybody else, so yeah, hopefully we'll get some more stuff done today. So I did go ahead and build a couple more of these little gun turrets, so I do want to put these on our hotbar. We are going to try and put up a few more defences just around. The reason for that is, looking at our map, you can see at the bottom here we've got a couple more of these bases with these biters in them. At the moment the pollution's not close to them, but it will start to get closer to them. Just want to be prepared just in case. And as you can see, that little red dot there is the worm from the last episode. He's not going to be a threat to us, he's not coming, but I'm concerned this pollution here is going off of our visible map, so there may be others up there and they will start to come down here and also over this way. So I'm just going to put in a couple of gun turrets just as an early warning for us, just to make sure we are safe and we're not going to get too badly battered. So I'm going to put one just down here for the moment. Don't have much in the way of walls, but I will put a couple around him just for now, just to keep him safe-ish. As I say, it's never going to be perfect, it's just going to be a little bit of defense between now and next time we get some bugs come this way. So I'll throw a few more magazines in there. So that's just one. As I say, they don't need power, they are fully automated by themselves. They'll just sit there, and anything in that green circle of influence that it goes into, they'll start shooting at it. So we'll pop one there, and we'll go this way and do one over here. I'm not happy with the way this layout is at the moment. I am going to change this. I might do it off camera so that you don't have to sit there and watch me go through everything. Just make it a little easier for everybody involved. Okay, let's just pop that one there. We don't have any walls we can put in there yet, but we will try and get some later. Put a few more rounds in there. And then one more just up this way to give our power supply a little protection, because you never know what's coming this way. And as I say, the power is kind of all important. If we run out of energy, we run out of everything. So let's just see how our power's doing at the moment. Oh yeah, so we're not even getting anywhere near to a third of our power usage yet. That's great. Actually, we've got some more walls here. What have we got? 12, not a huge amount. I think we run out of stone in there, so let's throw a few more of those in there. Excellent, we'll get some more of those built. And do we need more plates? Yeah, we'll grab some more of those too. Okay, so what do we want to do first of all? I think what I'd like to do is have these little pieces here set up as like a little supermarket, essentially, for us to go and run and grab parts that we need as we go through. Oh, we didn't finish our computer chips, but we'll get them put on a production line as well. And I want to have these two lines kind of closer to each other so that we can make it go further this way and have everything quite close to each other, and then we can start branching off from it. And we'll essentially just have belts running this way, along and along and along, and everything else that we're building will come off left and right from it, and then anything they produce will go back on to a big long belt, and we'll have it as a, what other players call a main bus. I don't know what main bus really is. It sounds like a computer term to me, but to me it's just a big long line like a road with resources on it for me. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll go from there. But as I say, green technology is the end goal for today. It will be a shorter video. I appreciate the first one was an hour long, so we'll try and keep it to within a half an hour this time, and not go too mad. So we'll get some more of these belts built as well. We'll need these. Okay, right. I am going to have a little rearrange of everything here, and I'll come back to you, and once that's rearranged we will see where we're at and what we've done differently, and then essentially we'll be back at this stage where we are now, but just slightly neater, slightly tidier, and then we'll work out what we're going to do next. So I'll see you soon. So we just finished our research on our projectile damage, which is good. I just want to make sure we get something else, keep going with the research while we're rebuilding everything. So I'm going to go with actually getting the green science unlocked for the moment, because it's going to take 75 of these little red ones to unlock a green, and then once we've got them both ready to manufacture, we can put them on the production line as well. So let's get that one started, and then that will eventually unlock all these other good things in here. As you can see, better power, better belts, engines, better factory, solar power. It gets more and more from there, but we do need to get this, so we will carry on from there. Okay, so the first thing we've changed is we've actually got the belt now producing a lot more of these gears. This is saving us a lot of time and effort making these ourselves. So now they're on here. We can collect these anytime we like. These will go off into other machines and factories later to make other things. One of the obvious ones is that we're going to be using it for making the science, which we will have branching off of here, and that will help us later. So what we've got is these are all being loaded on one side of the belt for the moment, so we're going to want them on both sides so we can maximize our throughput. So what we're going to do, take one of these little things, they're splitters, but they can actually be used in another way. So if you put them on a belt like this, it turns into 2 lanes, and then if we just go there, we can rotate that, and now we can make them both on each side of the belt. So it's a good way of turning one lane into 2. And helping us just maximize the throughput there. So we'll carry that belt on a little bit further down here, and that's going to form part of our main bus, because we will have factories here and here and here taking off these gears later on. And as you can see, the more iron we put through these, they will keep producing these until the end of the game, essentially. We move it around and we make them bigger. Or the beauty of this idea is that as we get faster belts and more iron, we can just keep bringing more and more of these along and make more and more of them until we run out of space, belts, or time. So that's very handy. We'll use that principle for pretty much most of the building we do later on. So looking at our iron supply, we'll go over here. You can see these miners all have a little green light on them there, just there. This one's got a red light. That means it's actually run out of resources. So we're going to take that one out, and there's no iron under there anymore. So we'll take a couple of these belts away, and what we will do is actually get more of these on here to produce more iron. We're going to need a lot more of this as we go, and we'll just keep increasing it as we go along. Let's see if we can connect that up to there, and I'll add a few more of these on here and get as much iron going through this as possible. It's going to be the lifeblood of our game, so the more we get, the better. And I might put a couple here the other side as well. Second thing we've done here is now we've added a little factory that is taking the gears and the plates, and what we've done is we've taken the plates here from this line with a splitter, and it's going to go over the top of this belt. We had to put an underground belt here with the gears, so it's all nice and smooth, and this will allow this little factory here to make the belts for us, and that's just our supply for later on. And we'll use this for making other things later as well, and potentially we will have circuits going across here to make these little underground belts and splitters for us too, because we're going to need these at the same time. What's also happened is our research is now finished, which is great, so we'll go on there. One of the things I want to work towards is actually getting this modular armor that's down here, so we're going to need some green and red science packs. The reason for this is it actually gives us more space in our inventory, and once you put it on, it gives you I think it's another 10 slots in your inventory, so it's actually quite handy. It's another row essentially of slots, which is very good for us. So we will see what we can do on the research. In the meantime, I think I want to unlock this still processing, because we're going to need that as well. That will be very useful later on. Okay, so we've increased our research speed for these red flasks at the moment. What I've done is I've taken the gears from this line up here, and I've fed them underground belts here with our copper, and this just keeps it neat. We may need to increase this later, but we can put a couple more this side if we need to. It's not the end of the world. We can change this around as we need. But for now, it should provide quite a lot of our red research for the early game. And I've increased the number of labs we've got. So that should help increase our research speed. And as we've done that, our steel has just come through. So let's see what we can grab. Let's grab that heavy armor for the moment. It's a quick and easy one to get rid of. Okay, I'll see you back when we're in the next part. Okay, so just looking at our map, I can see we've got quite a large biter base up there. Our radar has expanded our view for our map, and this one here doesn't look too small. It looks fairly medium sized, so we might be in for some trouble from there. I'm going to put some more defenses up this top side here to keep us safe. Our heavy armor is now finished for research, so just grab a few more things here and see what we can get researched. I think we're going to want to get onto this as soon as possible. We've got an expansion of our tool belt as well. These ones here will require green science as well, and we don't have that on the belt to be made yet, so I'm just going to grab these easy ones along the line. We're going to need all of these. I'll queue a couple of them up, and we'll grab that axe as well. Okay, that's one of the last red researches finished. I'm going to do these fast inserters and weapon shooting speed as well, and we'll run out all the red ones, and then we need to get the green ones on. Okay, it looks like we're being attacked from somewhere. Let's go and click on there and see where we are. Yeah, it looks like they tried to attack our steam engine. Don't know which way they came from though. I'm going to guess they came from up the north, from this little base here. So we will go and bolster our defences there for the moment quickly, because we obviously know they're going to be coming that way for us. Let's grab some more ammunition out of here while we're here. I think we can probably grab one of these guns as well, just to be sure. Probably not that gun. Probably that wasn't the best one to grab. Let's pop that one back in there. Let's get over and repair this. I think our power's holding up quite well still. So if we look at this chart, so we're up to 2 megawatts. So we've still got 1.6 to go if we need to. We'll get this increased later on. For the moment, I don't think it's too much of a concern. So we'll just grab, tell you what, let's put in 2 of them here, one here and one here. We've got no walls left at the moment, so we'll have to be careful, but we'll grab 100 ammunition for this, and 100 for this one. I should keep it running for a little while. Got a few spare rounds there just in case we need them. Right, so what I've done here is I've changed it somewhat, where I've managed to get these belts here to have the plates come off with a splitter, a little bit of spaghetti with the little line, and these gears also to join this belt here, which goes underneath. And as you can see from the output there, it's got plates on one side and gears on the other. And these 2 factories here, one's building belts and one is building these inserters, and these both need the same resource, except this one also needs these circuits. So basically they're just stealing from this line here for each one of them, and this is now putting belts on this line and inserters on the same belt as this one. The reason for that will become clear, because we're going to get these to go back round again and under, and they're going to essentially go into our research centre to make our green science. So as you can see in here, green science takes 1 belt and 1 inserter, and that will make a green flask, and then we'll put that on our belt for our research, and then we're ready to start green research. We should be fairly near the end. As we keep extending this belt along with our resources on it. The reason I've got 2 of these iron belts is that later on we will have this belt filled end to end with plates, and it will be absolutely saturated. We just don't have enough being made currently for the needs that we've got. As you can see, we're still putting out as many as we can. We are going to increase this soon, and we'll have twice as many on there, and it will be even quicker and better. There we go. So we've got our first little green sciences coming out. Still waiting for a few of these inserters came along. I did raid a few of them off of the belt there. Looks like we're struggling on iron plates again still. So we will have to get that bolstered in the next episode, and just basically tidy up everything and bolster it a bit longer. But yes, as you can see, we've got the green ones coming along here now. They will be put into these labs just in a reservation until they're needed, and they'll grab as many as they can. As you can see, our research is now done for the last of the green ones. So what we'll do, we'll quickly grab a quick and easy research. So that's going to take 20 of green, 20 of red. We'll start that research, and there you can go. You can see they're cracking on, and they'll grab those flasks as they go. And as we get different researches later, we'll add more belts to this under here and through, and these labs will pass back and forth between each other as well. And as they fill up, we can see more and more of them come along, and our research at the top is actually flying through quite quickly now, because it's just a lot more efficient to do it this way. It's a little bit overkill at the beginning of the game, but it's better for later on because it helps us massively down the road, not rearranging so much stuff. And yeah, there we go from there. There we go, military science 2 finished really quickly. Then we actually can select to research this, which is going to be useful. This will help us build things later on, but it's military science. We're not going to worry too much about that for now. What I'd like to do though, the next thing I'd like to research is going to be one of these gates. They'll be helpful if we want to surround our base with a wall. We've then got gates we can go in and out of without having to take a wall section out, and it gives us just extra protection from any bugs that come in and try and kill us. We'll try that in the next episode though. Right then, so I think we'll call that an episode. Shorter one. I'm going to try and keep them to about half an hour if I can. It's not really fair making people sit and watch an hour-long video. Obviously, if you want to watch more of them, watch them back to back. Might be easier. So yeah, we'll leave it there. We've got some bits done today. We've got our green science started up. So these guys here are producing the bits that we need for that. As you can see, they're going through there, and then they're building up down here for our next project as soon as we start it up. We've got our iron going quite well. We are going to look to potentially double this output for iron because we are going to need it. As you can see, everything uses iron to start with. We haven't even started on making steel yet, and that uses, I think, iron plates. Every single iron plate or every single piece of steel is for 4 iron plates, something like that. So it's going to be quite a ratio of parts needed there. These computer chips here, they're quite easy to make, but they are a lot of space needed. So generally 2 of these machines to 1 is a good ratio. As you can see, they just about fill up in time to produce the next one. Yeah, a little slow. We could probably do getting that a bit more efficient. We will do that later though. These guys here do fill up quite quickly, so we'll probably look to put faster inserters in there now that we've got them. So we've got these guys here. They're a little quicker than the yellow ones, and they'll just move stuff across quicker, so they're not sitting in here waiting. So yeah, we'll leave it there, and thanks very much for joining me, and we'll see you in the next one hopefully. Thank you.